I want to first say hi to Miss Victoria.
Hello, Madame.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing so well. And I also want to say that we have met you in person. You are so far the only person that we are doing this consultation with who we have met in person. So
Okay.
you go into another category. I have proof up to what you actually look like in person, your voice, your attitude. So that's really, interesting. Um, I didn't even need your pictures, but you sent them to us in advance. Anyway, so what we are going to do today is the same as the others. For everyone who may be new to this consultation, just know that what we are doing now is a truly groundbreaking show, if you may, but really, this is a consultation, a one-on-one consultation with Miss Victoria here, the beautiful Miss Victoria. And during this consultation, we are going to go into full detail about how she qualifies as a wife so that she can broaden her pool, right, dear?
Mm-hmm.
You can broaden your choices and you can have lots of choices so that you can have the best husband from your options. Okay? A lot of people are confused and they think that we're teaching ladies to transform themselves so that they can please a man. You don't know the man yet. So I don't know where this conclusion is already silly. This is about you having choices. And if anybody doesn't agree that women should have choices, that's actually the opposite of what a lot of people say they're fighting for, right? People love to say women should have choices, but when Black women say that we want to be wives and that we want to educate ourselves to have the best possible choices for a husband and so that we can have generational success, we're told for lots of odd reasons that we should not be focusing on such things. But when you see all of the Instagram moms who look opposite of us, at home all day, domestic ladies, getting so into their domestic skills and the fact that they're housewives, nobody is going after them. Nobody's creating hate groups for them. It's never a problem for them. It's just that the Black woman has to be convinced to stay as America's work mule. And now we're
Understood.
not. Yeah, so we're not taking it anymore. This is a protest against what America has decided we're going to be before we were born. And when you realize that you have been tricked in such a way, you have been tricked to believe that your power is in some type of independence, which is actually a dependence on the system as you continue to pay into it and make the whole country wealthy.
Literally.
And when you realize that in order for you to do what the country has taught you to do, you have to let your family and your legacy fall to the wayside, you realize you've been scammed. So we hear a lot of people say that what we do is a scam, and it is totally hilarious to me.
Agreed.
First of all, we don't have people in our movement who feel that way. We have people who are serious, whose parents are serious, who pay for them to go to life school, people who pay for themselves to go through life school, people who do so well with the studies that they literally attract husbands quickly and they even get lots of marriage proposals quickly. The average Black American woman cannot get a second date.
Wow. Wow.
So when we're able to achieve this for ladies, it is extremely satisfying for me on a personal level because it feels like we are winning in this system. It feels like we are bucking the system and that we have beat the system. So a lot of us are able to, and people have been asking me this lately, what happens afterwards? Basically what happens is men come to us looking for wives. We have qualified wives. We match them if they want to be matched. We introduce them if they want to be just introduced. We help them with marriage negotiations if that's what they would like. And we also make sure that our ladies travel around the world so they have lots of opportunities for meeting qualified African-blooded men who come from excellent families. Okay? So we want
Okay.
everybody to understand that this system is not just something that we've been doing for quite a few years, but what we do is very African. It's very African. And if you're looking at us and looking at what we're doing as just from a black standpoint, you have it all confused. We are very clear that we are African people, even if others do not know that they are African people. And so we operate within the boundaries. We call that cadre familial, the family boundaries of our people and how we operate. So we're not concerned with doing things the way that the oppressor has told us we have to do. We do things the traditional way, and the best way. And in wife school, you learn the best wife practices from 16 different cultures. Okay? And that says a lot. That's based on research. It's based on family experience. And we want everyone here to understand that you can go to blackwealthy.com. You can choose a course there, and that will get you started on your way through wife school. Okay. Once you start accumulating courses, then you know which direction you need to go in, and at that point you can just contact us to complete the rest. Do your travel. Make sure you have mentorship, and then complete all the rest of the steps that you need for your life with your husband. Okay. We have half ladies who are married, and we have about half ladies who are unmarried. And Miss Victoria here is unmarried, right, dear?
Correct.
You are what age for everyone who is listening?
33.
Okay, you're 33. I
Mhm.
forgot about that. Okay, and you look really young, so that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's see here. Oh my goodness, my notes are all disappearing. I'm going to have to go back. Let me see. I'm having some technical issues, but it's going to be okay.
Okay.
I'm really having some technical issues. All righty. I'm going to have to restart. I have to use 2 devices just to do these meetings because I need one for notes and I need one for being online with you. So it's a challenge. But in the meantime, I want to start by asking you about your emotional health. Okay? I can do this part without notes. Let's
Okay.
start by going over your emotional health. Have you ever had counseling or therapy?
Yes.
This is so good. A lot of people, I think every single person answered yes so far, which
That's
is
good.
one of the reasons why you all are here.
Yeah.
It's important to understand that almost everybody, maybe everybody who is Black, who grew up on the American continent, is going to need some therapy. You're just not going to make it in America if you did not have some type of therapy, because just being there is traumatizing. It is. So I'm proud to hear about that. And
Thank
I want
you.
you to know, on a daily basis, do you feel like you are loved?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you get enough attention, enough compliments, and enough hugs?
No.
Okay. Um, do you ever feel attacked online by someone that you don't personally know?
No.
Okay. Do you have children?
No children.
Okay. Were you hit as a child?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go back here. I have to add notes. So, next, I want to go over what the the 4 categories are that men put women into within seconds of meeting them. This should make it clear to ladies who do not understand that you don't have a lot of time to establish what you are around males. They're going to make an assessment within a few seconds based on what they see. And there's almost nothing that you can do after that. Okay? The first category is wife. Second category, girlfriend. Third category, hit it 2 times. And fourth category, don't make eye contact. And these categories are almost never transferable. What Miss Victoria here today is seeking to do is to make sure that she stays always causing first impressions as someone in the definite wife category. Is that correct, dear?
That would be correct. Yes.
Okay. So that is what the purpose of what we do is in a nutshell. Okay? We're elevating Black families through family education. Now, here we go. This thing is going haywire. The next thing we're going to do is go over the categories. Alrighty. The first category that men put women in, this is a system that we call the men's wifeability system. It's a rating system based on how men view women for wife eligibility. The first one is class, grace, and culture. Second one, respect and submission. Third, goodness and selflessness. Number 4, multiple intelligences. Number 5, compassion and nurturing. Number 6, generational success and family representation. Number 7, family background, pedigree, and soft mothering skills. Yes, all 3 of those are in the same category for good reason. Number 8, peacefulness. Number 9, specific domestic skills. Number 10, sensual and non-sexual touch and your chastity, your sexual experience. Those all count. A lot of men won't even ask about the last thing because they would be traumatized to know the answer. So they literally, that's how much it matters to them that they're afraid. They're worried about what the answer would be. Okay? So I want to go over your appearance first. I want everyone who is watching to understand how important appearance is to get you through the door, to keep your husband's eyes on you, and to keep your influence in the family at a good level.
All right.
Okay? After you get past appearance, all the other things that we talked about in the 10 different categories are incredibly important factors. You can be a 10, a 1 out of, from 1 out of 10, you can be a 10 and have a very low wife ability score. And nobody good will want to marry you. And when we say nobody good, we're referring to masculine men and their instinct to protect and provide. So you can marry a male, especially one who wants you to help him. But we're not referring to that. We're talking about instinctively attracting a man. And so now we have another thing to understand. Males and men are extremely different. Males operate on emotion. They react based on their emotions. Men have the instinct to protect and provide for one woman and her offspring. Should be very interesting to people because I say this often, and I say her offspring. It means that if you have children and your husband bonds to you, men do covet their wives. If your husband bonds to you that well, in a natural, instinctual way, he will have the instinct to protect and provide for your respectful children. That's how you do it. Okay? So this doesn't apply to Miss Victoria, but for other ladies who have children, this does apply to them. So now we're going to go into your appearance, okay? I want to state that I've seen you in person. I feel like you, okay, tell me what you think about this. I feel like you want to represent yourself beautifully, physically, but I feel like you're not inviting attention outside attention also.
Correct. That would be
Okay?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like you're like, okay, I'm gonna try a little because I don't want creeps to look at me. Like, I think that's what you're doing. And I have seen people try very hard to tone themselves down when they could do more. So because it makes them feel safer, right?
Yes.
So I have noticed that you do that. You take your beautiful assets and you try to tone them down.
I would say that's part of it. I think another part of it is that I'm very practical with my dressing because of where I live. There is more of an element of practicality that is
Yeah.
important to certain climates that you just can't get around. So I think my wardrobe reflects more of that because really, really cold is really, really cold any way you
Yeah.
slice it. So I think that's mostly that it's a combination of both for
Now
me
think about something.
personally.
Think about
Mm-hmm,
something so interesting.
mm-hmm,
If you had a personal driver,
mm-hmm.
could you dress more freely how you would like to without worrying about being cold, considering the fact that the driver could bring you door to door everywhere?
100%.
And do you know what one of the duties of a husband is? Personal driver.
Okay, good to know. Good
So
to know.
you actually have the freedom to
Okay.
look more elegant as much as you want because you don't have to wear certain shoes. You don't have to wear the heaviest coat. You don't have to always be practical all the way up here. This is one of the things that I love. Okay, I have lists and I write lists about the things that I love being married. But it's one of the things that I totally, absolutely adore about being married is my ability to operate door to door
Okay.
instead of having to, because I could choose to walk when the weather is nice. But if I don't have to, my husband will be there to bring me wherever I need to go. And if my
Okay.
husband, for some reason, is not available, he knows that I'm not driving and inconveniencing myself. and putting myself in that position and putting myself in the position where someone where the police may need to talk to me or whatever, or taking public transportation where people I don't feel like dealing with have to talk to me. He knows I'm not going to do that, right? So he will find somebody to drive me. So,
Okay, I should make a note of that somewhere.
yeah. So that
I
is
will.
so super interesting because when you
Okay.
know what the options are, when you know what the difference is, oh yeah. I
Okay.
don't even touch the door. Okay. I've been married for years and I don't touch the door. I know that sounds odd to a lot of people. Like, you really keep that up? Yep, I really keep it up. Not only do I keep it up, I need it. I need it. It makes me feel good. And so my door just keeps getting open. Um, a lot of people can't figure out how that is achieved, but hey, guess what? I do. I achieve it. And if I take an Uber, they are opening the door too. If they refuse to open the door, because sometimes they do, I just make sure my husband is nowhere to see that, because if he is somewhere, he will open my door. I don't need my whole program messed up. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Understood.
Okay. So, with all of that said, right now, with your beauty, you're living up to about a 4.
Okay.
You can do so much better.
Okay.
The first thing that I would recommend for you is to gain about 10 pounds.
All right.
You don't want to give the appearance and the impression that you cannot become impregnated. Okay?
Okay.
You don't want to give the appearance and the impression that you are having a health issue, right? So, the first thing you want to do, and I suggest this to a lot of ladies, it's not just you. If you're very, very tiny, especially when you're seeking marriage, but especially when you are seeking to be pregnant soon, you need to gain 10 pounds. Usually, if you're like right at the correct weight for you, you need
Okay.
to gain 10 pounds to increase your options of fertility. And when you increase your options, your possibility of fertility, men are naturally more attracted to you at that weight. I know it sounds like opposite of what people say, but there will be an instinct where they are naturally more attracted to you. Um, there are ladies at the top of the movement right now who have taken this exact same advice and then almost immediately have become married. Okay. And I'm
No.
talking about, I'm sorry?
Good to know.
Yeah. And I'm talking about people who were vegan. And I was like, it's not working. It's not working. Sometimes the vegan ladies have sunken eyes and they start to even look masculine because their face is too small. You need some juiciness around your face. You're going to need some juiciness. And you're
Okay.
going to need a little bit of juiciness around your hips. You're
Okay.
going to need to have some on there. And it just looks nurturing. It just looks more feminine. And so you also have to remember that there's a certain type of man who is not ever going to be attracted to a woman who's closer to looking like a child. And that's what you want, right? You
Okay.
want that. You don't want men who say, oh, I like women to look a little boyish.
It's kind of weird.
Because they might like boys. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So you really want to attract who you would like to be with. So it will require gaining just 10 pounds.
Okay.
You know, and if some people say they don't know how to do it, but I'll tell you how to do it. Ice cream and avocados.
Okay. Okay.
If you have a problem to gain weight, ice cream and avocados. Okay.
Okay.
Now this thing keeps freezing. I'm having this other device here and it keeps freezing.
Mm.
Let me go back. Nope. We are an iPhone family. I'm going to have to get another iPhone from somebody in the house, I think. But I'm going to try it again. So I just turned it back on. So now
Okay.
we're going to go directly into what you can do in order to improve your score. So first, gain 10 pounds. Okay. Now, you have to know that you cannot be fearful and have the appearance that is going to really just be the best for your score, because you're kind of not wanting to be that noticeable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what your skin looks like now, but I suggest a lot of steaming and exfoliating.
Okay.
Okay. And that should give you the fresh new start that you need. Don't,
Okay.
I don't want you to think that I'm referring to making your skin raw and irritated, because that's not what you need. What I'm saying is, do you have a bathtub?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm talking about getting in the bathtub and letting the water go all over your face, just like leaving your nose out, letting
Okay.
that all just soak in and everything. And when it gets really soggy, taking a dry towel and pulling right here on your nose, here,
Okay.
and everything. Because of the fact that it's very soft and and what is it called? I'm saying the word in French, souple. I don't know how to say it in English.
Supple?
Oh, there we
Supple?
go.
Okay.
Because of the fact that it's very souple, you're not going to have like marks and upset with your skin. You have to wait until it gets soggy and soup. What's the
Okay.
word?
Supple.
There you go, supple.
Okay.
Okay. You have to wait, and
Okay.
that's really the key here. And also, I will suggest to get some vitamin E supplements,
Okay.
because the vitamin E supplements gives your skin an ability to be messed with without creating spots.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a while to like start kicking in. It's because it's not medicine. It's vitamins, so it's
Okay.
not immediate, but it does work with your skin not uh, getting agitated, right? The other
Thank you.
thing that I suggest for you, to have you taken the Natural Wife Beauty School course?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I suggest that you take that makeup to heart,
Okay.
practice that makeup um, often, and the hairstyles.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the thing about your hair that you have right now is it's very natural, it's very beautiful, good, lots of points, kudos. But you cannot have a squareness anywhere.
Okay.
You must only have round shapes. You can never have a square shape anywhere. So
Okay.
you need to have a round shape to your hair, no matter what style you choose. And you go into Natural Wife Beauty school and you choose different styles, and you know, have fun with those. I have
Okay.
seen you do some styles, so I know that you're good at them. But I want to be clear that you know that you're not supposed to choose anything square. It goes too far to the masculine side.
Okay. I didn't
Okay.
know that. Okay.
Yeah. Only go with round shapes. Same thing with nails, fingernails. Okay. So that is great. That's a great thing. And then for your dresses and everything, I think that you're pretty good with your dresses, but sometimes you have dresses that are too long and it's not a formal event.
Okay.
Okay.
Once again, weather.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's probably the weather
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So, but make sure that when you show up places, you can peel all of that off and you can look great.
Okay.
So
Okay.
those are my suggestions for you. You do have African marriage earrings, correct?
I do not have them yet.
No,
No,
but you ordered
I
them?
don't have them yet. I should do that very soon.
Okay.
I will do it very soon. I
Yeah,
will.
okay. You should ask Tamika, because she's most experienced with getting earrings to your particular area. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So the other thing is, um, for your dress, it's very good what you have chosen.
Thank you.
What you have chosen is very good. Black and white is looking really great on you. You should be proud. You have made a good choice with that. Stay
Thank you.
with that kind of thing. Don't do more than 3 colors. Go through Natural Life Beauty School again and make sure that you're paying a lot of attention. If you ever feel like you're losing some information, just go back over the courses if they're still there, and if they have expired, just ask us and we'll reopen them for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's all. You're doing well in all other areas, and as far as your voice is concerned, it could have more air, it could have
Okay.
more singy. I know you've been working on it, but I don't know if you're comfortable yet doing it everywhere all the time. And this is your first time on this type of format, so I can understand if you're not comfortable, but eventually you're going to have to be comfortable doing it and it being yourself
Okay.
in all different formats. Okay. Now, as far as your face is concerned, I would suggest that you learn how to pose it more.
Okay.
Pose your face. Okay. You don't need to stay in one position. You can turn to the side.
Okay. Should I practice right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so turn
And you
to the
need to be, yeah. How about coming closer? How about coming closer?
side. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody can tell that you're super, super tiny. So we don't come closer. Come as close as
Okay.
you can.
Okay. Let me
Is that
bring
too?
this closer then.
Okay. Okay.
That's probably better. Okay.
Okay. Now, is it possible to put the camera up a little higher?
I cannot. It would take me a moment or so to make it happen. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'll be okay.
Okay, so let me figure it out then.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have some water. I have everything I need here. Water. This is what I have. Water. Ginger shot. Wine. And some vitamins. There you go. That's what I'm having right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take all of those. Also, okay. So
Let's
I'm
see
gonna
if
just
is
yeah.
this helpful? Okay.
Yeah, you want the camera to be higher, and then we want you to be closer.
Okay. Let me see if this will work. So I have to commit to. Okay.
Good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to come closer? No, higher, higher.
Higher? Even higher?
Or just
Is that
with it looking down on you.
more looking down? Okay,
Yes. Yes.
one moment. I'll figure it out so it can permanently stay that way.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, it's important to contact Miss Tamika in order to get local things that we have in America, because it's not easy for us to get everything from France. And it's faster because Miss Tamika has things in America. Miss Tamika has books. She has many books, and she has African marriage earrings. Now, the African marriage earrings are the long earrings with the circle on the bottom and the little different sections, and they're gold, like they're gold. They may be brass, but they're gold colored, and we have them in America already. So it's important to understand that you can contact Miss Tamika, and they are designed to frame everybody's face, every one of our faces, in a very elegant way. So we're very proud of them because people look fantastic in the African marriage earrings. Okay.
Okay, is this better?
It's better, but could you get closer?
I can get closer. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Is it possible to come closer?
Even closer, and I can
Yeah.
bring this closer like this. There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, I want you, what do you have holding your hair up?
It's a piece of string,
Okay.
essentially.
And this part is just out in general, right?
Yes, so this part is out, I guess supposed to be like a bang, and then the back is kind of tied upward.
Okay. Can you quickly take this part, section it in two,
Okay. Woo. Okay.
two, like
Me too.
one side from, like one front piece and one back piece.
One front piece and one back piece. Okay. Let's just
Yeah.
stable. Okay. One front piece and one back piece.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Camera's moving too much.
Yeah. For me to
Okay.
keep it at this height is a bit of a challenge. Let me see. No, that won't work. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge to keep it at this height, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So in two sections like this,
No,
one
the
in the
opposite
front.
way. The opposite way. There you go.
So the opposite way like this?
Yes, just like that.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now take the back part and twist it into with two pieces. Is the
Take the
camera
back.
the
The
camera's
camera
moving
is
too much?
moving.
Okay,
Yes.
it's okay for right now. Okay.
Okay. So just take it down and just follow your instructions. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then twist two parts in the back, you said.
Yeah. Two sections.
All right, and twist it.
All righty. We can't actually see you at all.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be the high angle, but it would be helpful if we could see you. And if it's not possible because you were holding the phone, then we understand that too.
It's not possible because I was holding the phone.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, twist one. Okay, I've got both twists complete.
Okay. Can you take the twist that's closest to the back and tuck that one backwards? Tuck the tip in.
Okay, so it's supposed to be one twist in front of the other. Is that correct? So like a
Yeah.
row of twists? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So tuck the back one in.
Yeah. So that you have like a little ball.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. And for the front,
Mm-hmm.
if that last part is done, and for the front, just make some little twists to the front of your head.
Okay.
The one side. For you, I think that would be the left side, but I'm not sure because I'm not
Okay.
sure which. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with the left side as you suggested.
I
Just
hope it's the
smooth.
right side. I'm not sure. Because I don't know if I'm getting a mirror image.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm just taking a guess.
So just twist down the front as bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, everybody's waiting.
The pressure is on.
All right, so how's it looking?
We're making progress.
Okay, how many more do you think you have?
2 or 3.
Okay, let's see. Now, yeah, my skin is doing, someone says that my skin is looking great. My skin is directly connected to my vitamins, and I get a lot of vitamins. You know, I don't know if everyone understands why I am the way that I am, but basically, our parents raised me to be the way that I am. So I was like taught certain things so that I could be here today. Femininity is very broad to me, and I have spent my life adding things to my femininity, my feminine, what's the word? My feminine portfolio. So, and also I didn't talk. I almost was mute until age 37. As I got older, I would talk more in private, but I did not talk in public until I was 37 years old. And as a child, I was almost completely mute. So I spent my lifetime learning things that were interesting to me. And I had full license by our parents and by our culture, because we're from New Orleans, to be as feminine as I want, and nobody would force me to talk. So it was so, I had such an interesting upbringing in that way. And then this has produced what you all see here today. Our father has taken his time carefully to teach me everything that he knows. And he did it all intentional. And it worked very, very well. I am probably the closest in my family as to, what my father embodied. I love to live out what our father wanted. And so I'm doing that as a woman, partly as my mother and partly as my dad. Let us see.
Okay, so
Okay,
it's a
that
little
was good.
kind of dry, but yeah.
No, really, that's much better. So,
Okay,
if you were to have the camera at the angle that I suggested, and if
okay,
you were closer,
okay,
yeah, okay, you could get a different look,
okay.
right? Now you're doing those, you're not comfortable with those pieces right there. But what you can do in about 5 minutes is take them loose and it'll look differently. Okay.
Okay.
People spend all night sometimes trying to get their hair in a certain design. And literally in about 5 minutes, your hair will be a little affected by the fact that it was in those twists. So it's okay. But yeah, it looks better already. And your shape is now round. Your hair shape is now round. Can we see the side?
The side
That's
profile.
nice.
Get this figured.
Yes.
Does that
Very
how it go?
nice.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
What you have to understand is I am teaching you all, we
Just
are teaching you all what attracts masculine men. And it
okay,
is going to be very different sometimes than what we learn is attractive to the outside world. So when you follow the advice and you realize that your responses are different, then you start to understand why, and that the type of people that come around you are even different. So
okay,
that's so interesting. Yeah,
okay,
it really does look great already.
okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that
That
little
was
piece coming right here is totally doing you justice.
okay. Perfect.
Really, it is.
All right.
The more that you touch it, though, it's going to look like you're insecure. So you don't want to keep touching it. You can
Okay.
casually go like this, but don't be like,
I think it just needs a little bit of water. That's all. And it'll stay put. That's, I guess,
you
just
don't
let
want
it
it to
be.
stay very put. See, this is a
Okay.
thing. This is a
Okay.
problem that a lot of us do not understand. You want it to have movement. You want it
Okay.
to be natural. You don't want it to look like a helmet,
Okay.
which is what we've been taught, but men don't actually like that. Men want soft hair in a natural state that moves and does whatever it wants to do, that
Okay.
smells good. And those are the more important factors. Meanwhile, we're trying to keep it in place. It doesn't, they
It's
really
not
don't.
necessary, not required.
Not
Okay.
only is it not necessary, it's the opposite.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So that was really helpful. I
Thank
want
you.
to get, yeah, you're doing great. And also you already have a better appearance going on, but I want to get to the face posing. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to understand that you need to nurture the world with your face.
Okay.
One of the things that's going to bring people joy is how you look approving and pleased and happy.
Okay.
this also affects how you feel pleased and happy.
Fair enough.
Okay?
Yes.
So, there are plenty of people who are going to say we're making them so sick, but they're low lives. So ignore them.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
as Black women, we have this thing in our culture where people say, people are in the background going, who does she think she is?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in wife school, we teach ladies with us in the background, literally going, who does she think she is? While you prance around and take your turn. Okay? So what I want to do with you is to see your posing, your
Okay.
over the top posing that men love and women hate. And your movement and your turns and your funness and your touching of yourself and your playfulness. And don't hold back while I continue to say, who does she think she is? Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, go. Who does she think she is? Oh no. Who does she think she is? Look at her. I don't know who she thinks she is. You did it!
Thank you.
And that's going to help you over your phobia because now you're doing it on purpose. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, who do I think I am? I think I'm awesome.
It's
And the
okay to
more you
feel
do
that
this,
way.
yeah, and the more you do this, the more awesome you really are.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. I'll keep that in mind.
Seriously, and you putting your hand right there, it's totally working for you. So
Okay.
feel free to, whenever you feel like it, you can just let go of some of those twists and it will do
Okay.
a different style.
Okay.
Even during this meeting. All right.
Okay. I will.
We are going to get into the questions.
All right.
Okay. Now, this first part is from category 1.
Okay.
All right. What type of glass is needed for rosé sparkling wine and how should you hold it?
That would require a flute glass, and you should always hold it by the stem.
That's very close,
Okay.
but it's incomplete.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a half point. Okay?
All right.
Next. This one is a question. Hello, lovely. How are you?
I am very well. Thank you. How are you?
Alrighty. Next. How many times a day do you use profanity in a public forum, including the internet?
0.
Okay. How do you greet a Japanese dignitary?
Bow, making eye contact. No? Okay.
Have you taken international etiquette?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
It's a
That
refresher.
part is in the beginning. That's in the beginning. Okay. All righty. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Here we go. What is the first thing that you should do when dining out?
You should place the napkin across your lap.
Okay. What are your fine talents?
I can sing. I have drawing capabilities. I'm very creative in terms of putting colors and even different styles together, that I would say.
Okay. What are your favorite 3 home design colors?
I would say blue, white, and I'm not sure if this is considered to be a color, but maybe silver.
Okay.
Hmm?
What are your favorite 3 dress to impress colors?
Black, royal blue, and I would say pink.
Okay. Speech eloquence. I'm going to send you 3 sentences and I want you to come back and read them to us. Okay?
Okay.
All righty. Okay. Okay, where we go? Where are you? I cannot seem to find you on here. All right, I'm gonna have to refund you. There you are. Okay, sent.
Okay. All right, so just begin.
Yep.
I've yet to determine the quality of such articles despite having ample time. My most prestigious student is also outwardly represented by several misunderstood entities. Erroneously choosing the opposing party could effortlessly cause an adverse reaction to the outcome which we prefer.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm giving you a voice score.
Okay.
All right. Next is the next question. Do you have the ability to be corrected with gratitude instead of feeling attacked?
Yes.
Okay. Did your father directly discipline you?
Yes.
Did you ever think that your father was mean as a child?
Never.
Have you, oh, do you view your father's correction or criticism as love?
Yes.
All right. Can you submit to your husband as your personal God and your personal Savior?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you personally need a husband?
For generational success and personal development.
Okay. Um, in what order should you serve the following people dinner at your home? Boss, child, mother, husband.
I would say husband. Would it be my boss? Is that the question? Is it my boss?
It can be your boss.
Okay, so I would say husband, mother, boss, children.
Okay. um, where do you volunteer weekly?
I'm currently not volunteering at this time.
Okay. What do you deserve in life?
Everything that I've earned.
Okay. And could you maybe elaborate to let people know what that means?
I guess what I mean when I say that is everything that I've earned in terms of through developed relationships without, I guess, the feelings or the expectations of entitlement and
Mhm.
anything that any passive income has allowed me to afford at the right point in time in my life, as
Okay.
well as I guess that's what I would mean when I say that.
Okay. How often do you attend any religious service?
0.
What series do you watch weekly?
0.
Um, Which official languages do you speak?
English.
Where have you been outside of America and for how many days maximum?
France, 5 days.
Okay. Which nation is more north, Japan or Philippines?
Japan.
Okay. Did you check for this answer before it goes?
I
coming?
did not. I did not.
Okay. What is 7,000 times 3 plus 2?
That is 21,002.
Okay. What keeps you happy?
Family.
Okay.
Extracurricular activities, I suppose.
Okay.
Yes.
If a family member was sent home with coronavirus, what would you do?
I would firstly follow, I guess, the general guidelines with with how they're supposed to be cared for, as well as try to find a way to keep others from catching it as well, but be there to help in any way that I am expected to, in any way that I can.
Okay. What is your current weight, height, and dress size?
Okay, so my current weight is about 107 pounds. I
Mm-hmm.
am 5'2", and
Mm-hmm.
my dress size, I'm not sure if it's the same, but it would be considered a 0.
Mm-hmm. I think you're more like a -0.
I
No,
used to be.
I
I'm
think it's
working
called
on it.
I
Yeah.
think it's called a 00.
I used to be, but I've graduated from that recently.
Okay, all righty. Is it since you and I have met?
Hmm.
Okay, all right. Um, which wife education training have you completed?
So just the courses I've taken so far?
Yeah.
I've taken international etiquette. I've taken the wife school part 1, I believe is the name of the course, as
Mm-hmm.
well as part 2. I've
Mm-hmm.
also taken how to date for marriage, I believe is the name of the course. Maybe I'm mixing it up. How to get men to pay for you. Self-love, I think is the name of the course. Lasting joy. How to keep a man's interest without sex. Super parenting. I might be missing a few.
Yeah,
I might be missing a few, but those are the ones that I can remember off the top of my head.
that's good. And the interesting thing is that you do remember all of those so
I
easily.
refer to them often. That's
Okay,
why. Yes.
good. Very nice. Okay. Did you come from a two-parent home?
Yes.
Okay. Was your father the leader of the home?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I have to add that score. Alrighty. Now, do you own any property?
No.
Will you receive money from your parents upon marriage?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Are you able to live with your under your husband's budget of what he earns and help it to multiply as well as your money?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any publicly posted pictures of your back facing the camera? Actually, that's a
Yes.
yes.
That's a
Yeah,
yes.
I remember that. And I see it often. I'm like, oh no.
Better switch that up. Okay, I will.
Because it means something. It says a lot about how comfortable you are being vulnerable, it says a lot about what you think people want to see versus what they can see versus you.
That's definitely not sending the right message for who I even am in real life.
Right. But a lot
So,
of us are
yeah.
copying this pose. And so that's why I bring it up.
Okay.
Okay. Do you own any clothes from Fashion Nova?
No.
What is your age? 33.
33. Yes.
Marital status?
Single.
Okay. Got it. Alrighty. Do you own or wear any wigs, bonnets, false lashes, or false nails?
No.
Okay. What would be your steps to achieving generational success?
Firstly, marriage. Secondly, some sort of income generating methods. There's varying ones out there. So I don't know, should I specify? It might be kind of difficult to do so. Investing, whatever that looks like. There's various ways of doing that. And I guess what they would call creating residual income, or the drip, as they would say, something that gives you some sort of monetary value, ideally on a monthly basis. That would be my personal approach.
Okay, good. And that brings us to the next question. Do you
Okay.
currently have passive income?
I would say it's not consistent.
Okay. Do you work?
No.
Okay. And contrary to popular belief, you're attracting a better quality man when he finds out that you don't work. So you actually get a point for saying no.
Okay.
Because I know how men view that. Okay. How many tattoos do you have?
0.
Okay. I need to change this part. What would you do if your husband said that he would like to quit his very good job?
Just knowing who I am, I'd probably be very excited because I'd like to assume that I would marry somebody who would take that decision for very good reason. So I wouldn't necessarily see it as a negative, and that more so a redirection, which I personally like surprises. So just based on my personality, I'd probably be like, I don't see a problem here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you say $50,000 yearly, which would, let's suppose that this is half of your
Okay.
husband's income?
I would, based off my current lifestyle, I don't think I could really cut my expenses much lower than they already are. So I think I would focus on finding ways to make more, if that's an appropriate answer. Would that be an appropriate answer, or should I revisit it?
Oh, just ways that you could save money. So you may
Okay.
not live where you are, but you know.
Okay. Okay. I get what you're saying. Maybe find ways to save money on your everyday expenses like food. You can always, purchase things that are more on sale. I'm also very big on bulk shopping. So I have a strategy where I'll purchase certain items once every 6 months in 6 month intervals, because that's usually when the sale price falls in line. So I'm pretty creative when it comes to finding new methods to save money, and I think I would rely on that very well. And I'm very avid on points. Points are dollars as far as I'm concerned, and that's a way to sort of bridge the gap. So that would probably be part of my strategy, and
Okay.
everything else maybe.
Okay. Next question.
Mhm.
When can a parent correct their child?
After they have loved on them.
Okay, next question.
Mhm.
Do you have money saved?
I do.
Next question. How does a feminine woman achieve being neither a bully nor a doormat?
I would say being very clear with your boundaries and avoiding people who intend to overstep them, I think is a smart way to do that in the situations that you can. And that's usually what I've seen work for myself and other people.
Next question. How long
Mhm.
does it take you to clean your home to a polished perfection? Baseboards, insides of cabinets, inside of refrigerator, and all.
I would say 2 hours.
Okay. Uh, next question. What are your top 3 favorite meals?
Okay, I would say a chicken and rice and vegetable combination. I always enjoy that.
Okay.
Um,
What would be the sauce?
just a chicken gravy, a, I guess a very basic chicken gravy, a Jamaican style gravy would be the way to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
describe it, I suppose. And my second meal would probably be a fish, like a salmon, with an appropriate side and vegetables. And the third would most likely be like an oxtail, rice and peas,
Okay.
vegetables. Yes,
Are these things that you can cook?
yes.
Okay. What else can you cook?
I have a lot of vegetarian recipes as I used to be a vegan. I'm no longer. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the recipes that I have mastered are more along the lines of vegan and vegetarian. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
open to learning a lot more.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you practice abstinence until marriage?
Yes.
Would you touch your fiance before the wedding?
You mean like on the shoulder or something? Like what do you mean when you say
At
touch?
all?
Well, yes.
Some women will not. And so men know that. And they want to know.
Okay. Okay.
I know. For maybe you can't imagine that, but so maybe that's why you find the question to be bizarre.
Okay.
Um, what classical or meditation music do you listen to?
I I wouldn't know the name of it, but when choosing music, I'll just ask for a yoga radio mix, which tends to be a combination of a lot of meditation music. That's a large part of the music that I do listen to.
Okay. So we have completed all of the questions, and my conclusion is that you are very, very serious and on your way. You should be very proud.
Thank you, Madame.
I also would like to see what happens when you let the twist out of your hair.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Keep them downward,
Keep
please.
them downward.
Yeah. But you are you holding the phone with one hand? Oh, you are.
Yes, I
But
am.
it seems like you can still let the twist out. So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, one moment. It's probably best I
Yeah, okay.
adjust.
Because they're getting caught on the ends.
Mm, mm.
We know how this goes. We
Yeah.
have the same hair. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of ladies are not taking advantage of the ability to have good versatility with their hair. And even if you have
Okay.
a super, look at that. See? And the other way was nice
Yeah.
too, but yeah, the
Yeah.
shape and the flowiness of it. Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. It looks
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yay.
Very nice.
So what you have done here is you're good at taking direction. I didn't even have to go through over that part with you because you're good at taking direction. You quickly take direction. You can literally take the things that you have learned and do very well, complete the wife school, but also you're actually able to be attractive, with like video chats and video dating.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good to know.
I want you to remember
Okay.
that the video quality matters a lot, lot.
Okay.
All right.
So is that like a team iPhone plug kind of thing?
Yeah, but here's the thing. The last time that I went to iPhone, I told the people that I was mad because I don't like giving money to Apple. They were looking at me like I was crazy, but I held out for like 5 years.
Okay.
I literally don't agree with giving them money, but the
Okay.
products, I have 268 gigs of space on my
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, and I have a super great camera. I did not get the crazy unnecessary stuff. I got that I don't SE, right? And let me tell you something, okay? This
Okay.
is cheaper in America by like $500.
Okay.
They made us pay more because we're here.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So I was willing to do it because the quality of your video is extremely important.
Okay.
You can make video content. You post a lot. You can increase your passive income by having a good camera.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can.
I'll
And you
do
need
it.
to invest in some good lighting. When
Okay.
you have extra time, you have time now, right? So you need to invest in some good lighting and a great camera where things can go straight to iMovies. You can make all kinds of things. The ability to work with everything is always on your side because
Okay.
everything works better with Apple first. It's just the way that it's going to be. Apple is also international. So all over the world, you're fine with your phone. You
Okay.
can always get help. But that video quality, I cannot explain how important it is. So for you, as a suggestion for your passive income, I suggest that you take your video quality and your lighting more seriously because that actually will affect your money.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I know it doesn't seem like it will, but it will. And
Okay.
so when you have those things together, make sure that your camera is up and your lighting is bright, even if you have to buy a lamp and just shine that directly onto your face.
Okay.
That works very well. Those things can be as cheap as $30.
Okay.
So you do that and you have the ability to get a lot of great messages and be seen in the best light. And make sure that your hair is in this beautiful, nice, roundish style and
Okay.
pose and practice your voice. One
Okay.
of the things that happens to us when we are making video content is that we get better and better and better at it. And then people standing in front of us are a breeze because the video is super a challenge. So it means that you will master your face posing, you'll master your voice. And for you who's able to be there with me, because I'm on there a lot, you're able to be there with me. I know that you have the time and the ability to develop in this way. So I suggest
Okay.
that to increase your passive income.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And also, you're going to get a wife ability score. And everyone is going to get a wife ability score, but we don't want to quickly give it to you because it may not be accurate. We want to make sure. Okay? To
Okay.
let you know what your score is, the score goes to 1,000. The first person's score was 661 out of 1,000.
Okay.
So most people, most ladies in America will score. What would you guess most ladies in America would score out of 1,000?
I'm going to rely on something you posted recently,
Okay.
and I'm going to say negative 380.
And that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's very scary that our women are being raised to be the opposite of qualified to be a wife. That's very disappointing. Negative 380. That's what most people will get. There's not anything on the entire list that I have gone over here today that most Black American women can qualify for and get points in that category. There's no, they won't, we can't even get through how did you correct a child? What, like, nothing. And these are the specific things that men are looking for. So people hopefully are paying very close attention to how opposite we are based on what we need to be in order to have the lifestyle that we want. It doesn't match. People want this glamorous lifestyle and literally only qualify for peanuts and chicken wings.
That's quite the difference.
Okay.
All
So
right.
thank you so much. You were great. You're
Thank
on your
you.
way, and you are truly, truly helping a lot of people with coming here today. So we really want to give you kudos for that. You are going to have a mentor afterwards.
Okay.
And we want you to make sure that you stay communicating with her. I know that you are very, very committed, very, very active. I'm not worried about you losing focus. Just stay away from that TV and you will be fine.
I will do that.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too.